If I see a document and it's written in both Spanish and English, and I know very little about one of those languages, I'll look at it for hours, like people might look at fish in a tank. I'll look at it and see what corresponds to what. I don't need some teacher come up and say, that's not the way you need to learn. Go away. Let me do what I want to do.
Exactly, because we're independent. We're all different. That's what I'm saying. There's no such way. If certain aspects from a methodology or technique work for people, I'm saying for a learner in general, it's okay to use it, because it depends on their way of learning and their way on their personality and in so many things. And it's not like, no, that's super old fashioned. Don't learn that way because that's not the right way. And I think the best way is to have a combination of many different things, but giving them like the table served so they can choose whatever way they want to follow.
I'll ask a lot of learners, what's your strategy for learning? What activities do you like to do? Is, well, I like to watch Netflix in English, and I like to watch videos on YouTube, listen to songs. I like listening to songs and things like that. And do I agree that they're going to learn quickly as that is their sole strategy? No, but I'm not going to tell them not to do it. If you've got those tools and you can do it and you like doing it, go for it. Mm-hmm. It's not communication, or at any rate, it's a one-way communication. You're listening to other people communicate without processing it in terms of me out there using it. If you can get something like that, that'll be far more helpful for you than merely listening to songs or watching shows. But don't not do it. Of course, do it. Anything that you can use that's going to be helpful at some part of your brain, do it. Why not?
And maybe it might make sense in the moment or not. Maybe you will find how it helped you later on.
If an adult is very aggressive about learning and really naively thinks that they can learn the language in 2 months, which they won't, but if you really want to try to hit that and you really want to try to show yourself that you can, get out the grammar and look at it. The grammar is not an old nun with a ruler who's going to hit you on your hand if you do it wrong. It's a map.
That's right.
It's a map. You go to a city you've never lived in before, you don't know how to get around, but you want to get around. You have to rent a car and go from point A to point B in a city you don't know. You use a map, and that's what grammar is. It's a map. Tomorrow, I want to talk to this person, and I want to tell him this. And if you don't know anything, if you don't have any sort of concept about how languages work, then you're not going to know what questions to ask to figure out how to say that. Grammar is very helpful in that sense because it helps you to feel certain that when you say something, the other person will understand you like you want to be understood. And the rest will come when you listen to other people as well.
It is a complement. It's basically like a complement of the process, but I understand that it shouldn't be the center of the process, but it's a complement.
Well, I wouldn't say it should be the center.
It's one with the other, exclusive.
Without being out in the world and doing the skills part of it, then it really has little purpose outside of that. So if I'm not going out in the real world and trying to really engage people where it's important for me that I'm respected as an equal in terms of being able to communicate on a certain level, then what purpose is the grammar going to do for me? No, very little. And in a classroom, it's going to be even less help. I would say for an adult, grammar is especially useful if you're the one in the driver's seat, if you're the one analyzing the pieces, and you're the one asking yourself, hey, if I want to say this in a way that this person understands that I'm talking about yesterday and not today and not all the time and not tomorrow and not maybe, then how do I clarify for that person that I'm talking about yesterday? Then only in those situations does searching the grammar become very helpful and very useful. Mm-hmm. And help you to feel less lost.
It gives a sense of confidence. And how do you call that? Let me think. I don't even recall the word in Spanish. Certidumbre. I just can't think of the word in English for that.
Well, certainty. It gives them a sense of certainty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I know the word in English and I just can't find it in Spanish and just get, I don't know. It's just a matter of, that's the reason why I normally tend to speak Spanglish. So yes, I think grammar gives themselves a sense of
certainty.
certainty.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. That
Well,
helps their motivation, and they really want, they feel that they are doing it right, and because it is a cultural issue.